Welcome into Red Empress Tarot. I'm Patty. I'm an intuitive, a reader, and a healer on the twin flame path myself, here to read you a message for your twin flame journey. I believe that if you have found this video and this channel, you've been guided to do so. If you love the content, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the tribe. Make sure that you tap into your intuition. Make sure that you are following your internal guidance. It's really important. And every thumbs up to the video is so valuable. I love every one of you. Thank you so much. And let's go ahead and get into the reading. Hi all, and welcome to your weekly mirror message. This is a he said, she said spread between divine masculine and divine feminine, looking at their head space, heart space, and possible actions in the next month for the Twin Flame Collective for whom this resonates. Make sure that you're tapping into your intuition and only taking into yourself messages that fit your story. That's really important. I'm going to start with a little Palo Santo and get the energy really nice and clear. You could also use sage to do this. You can use a singing bowl. I like the singing bowl as well, and I kind of fluctuate between different things, but I'm really liking Palo Santo lately. I get my cards, my crystals, my other cards over here just in case I want to grab something. Some for me, some for the space, some for you. Okay. That's good. All right. Tapping into spirit, spirits, guides, angels, ancestors, protectors. Thank you for being with me here today and always. I am incredibly grateful. Your presence means a lot to me. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for helping me be a clear and accurate channel for messages coming forth for the Twin Flame Collective watching this reading. Let all the messages that come out today be for the highest good of all parties involved. Grounding. Protecting. Archangel Michael, please surround me with your protection as I surround myself with a bubble of white light protection. Guys, if you're starting tarot, if you don't read, but if you're starting to try it, the most important thing is to clear your deck every time, clear your space every time, make sure there's only positive energy, ground and protect before you start. Every single time. Really important. If you don't know how to do that and you're just getting started, feel free to message me. You can go to my website at www.redempresstarot.com. Use the messaging feature and I will send you instructions on how to do that because that's how important it is. It's really important. All right. And everyone has a different way. My way isn't the only way. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm willing to help you out if you need the help because I want you to be okay. I want you to do well. You guys, I'm tapped into you. If you're watching this reading, you're part of my soul family. I'm part of yours and I care about you. I'm here to help you. That's all I'm here to do. Okay, so for the mirror message, we're asking Spirit. We're looking at divine masculine and divine feminine's head, heart, and possible actions right now. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, Spirit. I'm looking for divine masculine's headspace. Where is divine masculine's headspace right now? Can you tell me about that? I'm not taking reversals on these. I'm reading the energy as it comes up. So we got the Lovers in divine masculine's headspace. Divine masculine's heart space. Where's divine masculine's heart right now? What is in his heart right now? We've got the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to leave these pretty spread out because I'm going to be using some bigger cards later. Divine Masculine's possible actions in the next 30 days. King of Swords. Okay. Sorry about that. I ran out of memory. I forgot to delete everything off of my card before I started again. So, we're looking at Divine Feminine's headspace. Where, Spirit, is Divine Feminine's headspace? Right now, where's Divine Feminine's headspace? Page of Cups. Okay. Divine Feminine's heart space. Where is Divine Feminine's heart space? Two of Swords. Divine Feminine's possible actions in the next 30 days. What are Divine Feminine's possible actions in the next 30 days? Ten of Wands. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers. I'm going to clarify with the Modern Witch Tarot. I like a full deck when I clarify. So there's a full range of possibilities. Seven of Wands popped out on top just as a side message. Someone is really looking at defending what they've built. Yeah. Okay. Trying to, like, something that they've earned, they want to keep it. They're trying to defend it. 1, 2, 3. Why is Justice upside down? Oh, okay. So this goes with the Seven of Wands card that came out. Someone in this connection, one of the counterparts in this connection, has really worked hard to build something, and they're in jeopardy of losing it. And they're trying to gain justice in this situation, and it's affecting the connection. This is a side note. This is something that you just need to know, Watcher. Is that one of the reasons that there's stagnancy in the connection I get is that one of the partners in the connection is really trying to hang on to something that they've built, something that they've made for themselves. There might even be a court case going on. If it's not a court case, it's just trying to make sure that what's fair happens in this situation. Okay, try it again. 1, 2, 3. They're going all over the place. Huh. Some scattered energy here, too. This may be causing this person some real stress. Them feel like they're going in too many directions. 1, 2. Okay. That was another message that needed to come out. All right. Clarifiers. Clarifying. Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine's headspace, heart space, and actions. Possible actions. Clarify the Lovers in Divine Masculine's headspace. Clarify the Lovers. What's the Lovers about? Temperance. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. Spirit, tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here in Divine Masculine's heart space? What is this juggling, balancing? I'm getting this particular Two of Pentacles is always about the end of juggling for me. Queen of Swords. Clarify the Divine Masculine's possible actions in the next month. Clarify Divine Masculine's possible actions with this King of Swords. What's the King of Swords about? Knight of Swords. Okay. Let's look at this Page of Cups in Divine Feminine's headspace right now. Why is a page here? There's a little pig with wings here, and I'm really drawn to the pig with wings, like when pigs fly. Okay, we'll figure out what that's about. There's something about when pigs fly is what Divine Feminine's thinking. Like, I don't know. We'll find out. Sounds like something I would think. Okay. Why is the Page of Cups here? Eight of Wands. Putting a lot of energy and effort into something. Why is the Two of Swords here in Divine Masculine's heart space? Tell me about the Two of Swords, Spirit. Clarify that. Two of Swords is decision, this choice that Divine Feminine feels kind of blind about, like making this choice. Knight of Wands. Okay. Okay. Ten of Wands. Why is the Ten of Wands here? And her possible actions, this burden. It's like she's laying down her burden here with this. Is it a bison? I don't know. Yak. I think it's a yak. Divine Feminine, do you have a yak? I don't know. Maybe you do. I want a yak. I used to live in this town in Arcata, California. That's where I went to school, college, and there was a yak man. There was this guy that had two yaks, and he just kind of was, I don't want to say homeless, but he was quite the vagabond. And he did have a place, but he had this really rickety fence, and it couldn't keep the yaks, like, enclosed, and they'd get out sometimes. And he used to take them for walks through downtown, through this square downtown, this little town, right? And there's a square in downtown, and it's a hippie town, totally a hippie town. And so, like, the yaks would get out, and it'd always be in, like, the newspaper. And because they'd take him, like, he would take them on walks downtown sometimes. So sometimes they'd get out and go by themselves. It was like a big thing. And finally they confiscated his yaks. And it was so sad for him because he loved them. And okay, enough about the yaks. But it just reminded me of that for some reason right there. Like maybe that yak is getting ready to take off with her burdens. I don't know where I got that story from. Okay, the yak man. He was cool. All right. Clarify the Ten of Wands in Divine Feminine's possible actions. Ace of Cups. Okay. Okay. Let's get some further clarifiers. I'm going to use the Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck by Mystic Moon. Shout out to Mystic Moon. She's an amazing first reader that I ever found. She was really inspiring to me. She really helped me in a time in my life when I was so confused. You know, when you start out on this twin flame journey, it is really confusing. You don't know what the heck's going on, and you don't know why things are happening the way they are. And then, like, you just catch the phrase, you know, soulmate, and you start looking at soulmates, and you catch the phrase twin flame, and you start looking to that, and all of a sudden you find that there's this entire collective of people on the planet dealing with the same thing you are, and you feel a little less crazy. And Mystic Moon really helped me, so thank you to her. Angela, you're wonderful. So I like using her deck. Okay. 1. Clarifying masculine and feminine's headspace, heart space, and actions. Possible actions. 2. 3. I feel really lucky to have found some of the readers that I have found on YouTube. They have been really instrumental in helping me in my life, and I really wanted to come on and do the same thing for people. You know, we all have a different flavor, and we all have a different way of reading, and we all speak to different people different ways. So if you're watching this reading and you're really resonating with me, thank you. I am so grateful for you being here. And if you're not resonating with me for some reason, there's going to be another reader that you will resonate with, and that's perfectly okay. perfectly okay. Sometimes you like have a certain reader for parts of your journey and then you kind of move on from them and go to another one and come back. And sometimes you stop listening to readings altogether. I've done that. So you go back and forth. Whatever you do is right for you. So, yeah. Clarifying. Oh, I need water. Clarifying Divine Masculine's headspace with the Lovers and the Temperance. Clarifying the Lovers and Divine Masculine's headspace. What's going on in Divine Masculine's headspace? Spirit of the shoreline, calm, tranquil, and relaxing. And I'll pull them all closer once we get into reading each column, you know, like I do. If you're new here, I start at the left and I read all over to the right. So, okay. Clarify this Two of Pentacles, this laying down, this juggling with the Queen of Swords and Divine Masculine's heart space. Like, he's knowing what he wants now. He's not in the juggling energy anymore. He's cutting out the juggling with the Queen of Swords there, like really in a clean, clear space. Headspace. Spirit of the flocks, gossip, rivals, posse. I think he's getting rid of the rivals. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. The King of Swords in Divine Masculine's possible actions this month. Clarified by the Knight of Swords. Why is the King of Swords your spirit? Tell me about the King of Swords. Tell me about the King of Swords. Hold on one second, I can't. It's that one. Spirit of the fog, unclear, confusion, and shadiness. Okay. Let's go to the Page of Cups in Divine Feminine's headspace. What? Clarify the Eight of Wands. Why is the Page of Cups in Divine Feminine's headspace? Why is the Page of Cups in Divine Feminine's headspace? Spirit of fire, passion, creativity, and spark. Okay. Why is this Two of Swords in Divine Feminine's heart space, this choice that she feels blind about with this Knight of Wands, the choice around the Knight of Wands? Why is the Two of Swords here? Clarify that for me, Spirit. What? Where is it? Spirit of the past, nostalgic, aching, old flame. Okay, that makes sense. Tell me about the Ten of Wands here in Divine Feminine's possible actions, that's setting down that burden for the Ace of Cups. Tell me about Divine Feminine's possible actions in the next month. I'm not feeling it. Hold on. Tell me about Divine Feminine's possible actions in the next 30 days. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Where is it? I'm not feeling it. There's nothing from this deck. Okay, I'm going to grab another deck for that because that just didn't feel right. I get like a magnetic pull. It's like there's a magnet in my finger and there's a magnet in the card and I get that little pull. But I didn't get it twice. Let's grab, no. Ten of Wands, clarifying the Ten of Wands. Yeah, let's go with the Messenger Oracle for this one. I'm going to clarify the Ten of Wands with the Messenger Oracle. There's something in here. Ten of Wands and then the Ace of Cups. Ten of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Clarify for me. Okay. Observe in silence and nurture your love. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. That was perfect. All right, and we're going to grab one more clarifier with the energy oracle cards for each. If there is one, you know, sometimes there isn't one. Let's see. One. It's so sticky. Oh my gosh. Strategy. Door to value. What? Okay, what about, hold on, I'm supposed to just read this. Financial constraints, strategy, and door to value. Look at that, what came out together. There's something about money in this connection, and there's a strategy surrounding it. There's a strategy surrounding money going on in this connection. And I think it's like divine masculine and a karmic partner. There's something going on. The divine masculine is being strategic. There are financial constraints, but he's trying to come out of that and bring back the value in his life. And getting the words net worth. Like in his karmic connection, he stands to lose everything. Like be taken to the cleaners. And he's being really strategic in this connection about that. That's something that you need to know. Divine masculine, if you're watching this reading and this is happening in your life, this is confirmation this reading is for you. Divine feminine, if you know this is happening in your masculine's life, this is confirmation this reading is for you. Or this might be just a side note to understand, like, if it feels stagnant to you and you don't understand why, this is one of the reasons. And I mean, like, money isn't the most important thing to a divine feminine, but we do have to understand that that is a real issue in real life. So as much as we're in spirit, we're in 5D, we're in, you know, our intuition, and it's a spiritual journey, we do still have to deal with mundane matters like money. This is an important thing. It's what helps you survive through this experience and helps you have the experiences you want in this experience. So don't poo-poo the money thing, because it is a real issue sometimes. And for this masculine, it is an issue for sure. Okay, and I dropped another card on the floor. I want to see what it is. Let's see what it is. It doesn't want to come off the floor, and it's upside down. Okay. The garden and the gate. The garden and the gate is stepping out of your comfort zone. Someone has been in a real comfort zone in this connection, and it's like been a challenge to step outside of that. Like sometimes, even if something is really toxic and really bad for you, if it's what you're used to, stepping out of that and starting a whole new life, whoo, that's hard, right? Not as simple as it sounds on paper. Okay. Especially if you're one of those creatures of habit people, you know, it's like starting over is tough. And that's what we're talking about here with this connection. This is starting over, starting a new connection, starting a new life. No small feat, guys. Okay, 1, anxiety about it. There's anxiety about it. Okay. Man, this masculine, worried about his finances, worrying about losing everything, worrying about stepping out of that comfort zone. This is an issue, okay? And it is causing a little extra stagnancy, but it's part of his path, this flipped up, part of his path to go through this. This is a lesson. He's learned a lot of lessons. He's become enlightened. He's really in a beautiful place. But feminines, listen, this is part of his path and we can't skip it. Okay, you can't skip parts of your journey. If you do, you have to go back and learn those lessons later on somewhere else, and you really don't want to do that. Let's just get them over with. Okay. You don't want to have to learn the same lesson 2-3 times, if you can help it. 1. Oh my gosh, what keeps flipping. I'm not meaning for it to. Storm warning. Look, there's a tower coming here in this financial constraint situation, that door to value situation, that holding on to money, that anxiety. There is a tower moment here or coming for this masculine. So be prepared for that. Feminine, you might even learn about this. You might not. You might be kept away from it, divinely guided protection. But some of you might actually learn about that happening. Okay, I really would like to clarify the cards now, Spirit. Thank you for the extra messages. I think that we needed them. But now, okay, another deck. We're not clarifying with this deck. That was specifically for those messages. That's interesting. I've never had that happen before. It's like, use this deck. Then, no. I'm using the Island Time Wellness to clarify. I keep getting drawn to the yellow in this deck. I feel like we need one from there too. It's the Ascended Masters deck. I don't know why. I keep seeing it and seeing it and seeing it, and I want to ignore it. I'm just going to use that. Okay. I like Island Time, so I grab it a lot, but like I'm being told to use the yellow one. All right. What Spirit does is, he says, is what I do. So it's not always about what I want in this reading. It's about what Spirit tells me to do. So I'm going to do that. 1. Okay, what's flipped? Oh my gosh. Father, husband, brother, son is flipped. Divine Feminines, this person, your masculine could end up as your husband. This is where this could lead. If you're wondering about that, yeah. Yeah. And there could be someone, okay, so karmic family member is also what I'm getting for this card. So, yeah, this person could end up being your husband, but there could be a karmic family member in your Divine Masculine's life, either like a sister or a brother or a mother or a father that is affecting your connection. Someone might be kind of against the connection. They might be in fear of it, like they're going to lose their son or brother to this connection in some way. So there's just a little side note to you. Okay, I would really like to clarify these cards. Let's go for it. 1, I feel like we're going to now. 2, yeah, it's all lining up. Okay, clarifying the Lovers for Divine Masculine. Clarifying the Lovers in Divine Masculine's headspace. What do we got, Spirit? Can you give me something that will clarify that? Persistence. Okay, clarify Divine Masculine's heart space with this laying down the 2 of Pentacles. Cutting out the 2 of Pentacles behavior. That one. Teacher. Divine Masculine's headspace, and Divine Masculine's possible actions in the next 30 days. Divine Masculine's possible actions in the next 30 days. Give me a clarifier for that. It's this hidden one. It's like a moon thing. Fog, yeah. You can do it. Nice. Okay, Divine Feminine's headspace right now. Divine Feminine's headspace with this Page of Cups. Divine Feminine's headspace. Trust. Divine Feminine's heart space with this 2 of Swords, this choice, this passionate choice about someone in her past. Let it go. And grab one more for that. Positive change. Divine Feminine's possible actions in the next 30 days. What's this one? Yes. Okay. Let's see what we get. Is there anything I want to further clarify? Let me just look. Okay. No, we're good. I'll grab some water. Okay, Divine Masculine's headspace. Let's look at that. We have the Lovers. Clarified by Temperance. Spirit of the shoreline. Calm, tranquility, and relaxing. And persistence. Okay. So, Divine Masculine in his headspace, he is completely surrendered to the twin flame connection with his Divine Feminine, with this, the Lovers and the Temperance. That tells me that Divine Masculine is really in his headspace. He is divinely guided to know. He's gotten the downloads. He knows this is his soulmate, his person, his forever person. He's really clear on in his head about this. He's really calm about it. He's no longer worried about, there's no anxiety about who is this person at all. Persistence. He's going after this connection. Absolute persistence. I really get like a donkey. Getting the picture. Donkey. This Divine Masculine is immovable about his connection. He is going after his connection, his headspace. Absolute tunnel vision on this thing. He had absolute tunnel vision before he was enlightened about the choices that he made leaving Divine Feminine. He really thought he was doing the right thing. I'm getting the right thing, the right thing, the right thing in his head. But now he understands that he chose the wrong path, and he's absolutely persistent, absolutely stubborn about righting the wrongs I'm getting. Righting the wrongs. Divine Feminine's heart space, Divine Masculine's heart space. So this particular Two of Pentacles is always about stopping juggling. For me, it's like I've been juggling, but all of a sudden I can see that one of the pentacles that I'm juggling is solid. And there's value. It's actually a purse. There's value in this one. And this one, there's nothing there. It's literally it's not even formed. Look at that. It's like ready to just look at this one up in the air. And it's like almost like a cloud or something, just ready to release this one. And I'm keeping that one because that's where my value is. So in Divine Masculine's heart space, there's no juggling anymore. He knows Divine Feminine is his value in life. He sees her value. And the other choice he made, he knows it actually isn't real. There's no value there anymore. With the Queen of Swords energy really ready, just cutting that pentacle loose in this card. Look at her with her sword, just ready to cut that pentacle up in the air loose. No juggling anymore. Very clear. Very clean, very decisive, cutting out what is not for you. Masculine. Spirit of the flocks, rivals. No more rivals, right? Those two birds there were rivals in his head. It's like for a long time there was this lack of mental clarity. There was one piece of clarity that was saying, I'm for you, this is for me, kind of thing with Divine Feminine. And his other choice, the karmic partner, whoever that was, the other choice he made was also, it's like they're equals. Look at those birds. They're pretty much equals. Rivals. Do you see that? But with the Queen of Swords here, he knows that they're not rivals. There's one that is the clear right choice, and that is the solid one, not the ethereal, not really grounded one. And then Teacher. I feel like he's really gained some major wisdom. Look at that person's head being lit up. Major downloads about what is for him and what is for his life path. And that's Divine Feminine. Okay. So, Divine Masculine's possible actions in the next 30 days. We had the King of Swords. So we had the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords right next to each other in the spread. So that tells me that there is a divine counterpart connection here. And he knows it in his head and in his actions. It's going to be, what's in his head is going to be reflected in his actions. He's in his King of Swords energy. He is ruthless about cutting out what is not serving him, what is not for him. Absolutely ruthless. He's very clear. The Knight of Swords, really ready to come in with communication. Really, really getting ready. It's like you can see he's at rest here. This is the clarifier. This is what he wants to do in the next 30 days. This is where he actually is right now. He's sitting, contemplating, thinking about it, but formulating the plan to do this, to come in, rushing in with communication. Spirit of the Fog. He's the confusion that has been so prevalent in the last months is clearing. The fog, the brain fog, and he really did have a lot of fog. He didn't know what to do. It's clearing. With this King of Swords is about being very clear. So this fog is clearing. And the Spirit is telling him he can do it. I mean, for a long time, he didn't know what to do, and he didn't know how to do it, and he's getting that clarity on that he can do it. That feeling of I'm not good enough, that feeling of I'm going to be rejected is clearing. He's getting downloads. Look at this angel coming in to tell you, yes, you can do this. His actions, I feel like with this card, are no longer going to be stymied by that fear of rejection. You can do this. He's getting the downloads that he can. Giving him way to be able to do this. So in the next 30 days, with the King of Swords clarified by the Knight of Swords, I really see him preparing. I don't see him making the move. I don't see the move being made in the next 30 days, but I do see the preparation. So if your Divine Masculine doesn't come forward, feminines, if you're watching this and it frustrates you, this isn't a timeline. Don't set up a timeline in your head that in the next month you're going to hear from them. But do understand what's going on behind the scenes and what's being prepared for you. Because it really is. You know, we see these readings and we make assumptions on how long something is going to take. And it's a mistake. You have to really write it out sometimes. And I do want to say something in regards to that. I was thinking about it earlier, and this is the perfect time to kind of mention that. For the last few months, I think since maybe October or November, I feel like I have mainly been channeling for the same group of people. So we keep getting the same energy over and over again, saying Divine Masculine is learning his lessons, he's coming forward. And I believe that it's all preparation. I really believe that it is the same group, a same wave kind of counterparts that we've been dealing with. And I don't believe any of it has been wrong, you know, even if they haven't come forward, if you haven't heard from them. I believe the preparations are being put in place around, in December. I feel like there was a delay of something happened, maybe in early December, where there was a delay, like there was going to be movement forward and then it was halted. I really, really got that feeling. So if you are waiting for your communication from your masculines, feminine, just understand that I know that we keep hearing the same things. I mean, I watch other readers too, and I hear these same things. I believe that it is all in preparation, and patience is just like a big part of the journey. If I could change it, I would, because that's not my favorite part. Okay, so we know what's going on with Divine Masculine. Really, really good things. Very positive, good direction. There's nothing negative here. There's nothing suggesting blocks or problems in any way. This is really, really positive direction, forward movement, forward thinking, forward planning. I get the word planning from this pile. Okay, let's look at Divine Feminine. So Divine Feminines headspace right now. We had the Page of Cups. And look at this little pig in the corner with the wings. And then we've got these feet up here. It's like this Page of Cups is always interesting to me. I get different things at different times. So what I'm getting here is Divine Feminine's 3D self and Divine Feminine's 5D self. It's like she told herself that this was never going to happen, this reconciliation. It's like in her 3D self down here, there's just a lot of confusion. There was just a lot of negative self-talk saying, look, this is over, never happening. When pigs fly, right? He's not coming back. He's not talking to me. This connection is over. But then you see up here, the 3D self, the higher self, trying to connect, saying like, look, listen, you got to have faith. In Divine Feminine's headspace, she's learning to have some faith. She's getting rid of that when pigs fly attitude. Clarifying that, we've got trust. She's learning to trust spirit. It's like we set up these timelines in our head and we hear readings and stuff like that and we expect them to come forward and we get really disappointed. It lowers our vibration. And it takes us a little while to build up a little more trust, and then we hope, and it's a vicious cycle. Feminines, understand that you have been in a karmic cycle all on your own. That's one of your own karmic cycles, is that vicious cycle of setting up expectations, having your hopes dashed, trying to trust again. Look, it's time just to trust. It's time to stop setting up the timelines. Shift your energy to yourself. Surrender to spirit. Trust in the connection. Trust in your masculine a little bit. Give him some time and space to do what he needs to do. The Spirit of Fire. In Divine Feminine's headspace, she's really getting into her own creative spark. It's like she is manifesting things in her own life. She is really into shifting her energy and doing things that build her own abundance, her own life. She's getting into her creativity. Creativity is how you manifest. So it's like with this trust and with this Page of Cups, it's like she's tried to trust before and her hopes have been dashed and it douses her creative spark, and it's like a yo-yo, like back and forth, almost like a yo-yo diet. Why am I getting the words yo-yo diet? Maybe some of you guys have been trying to, get fit too and healthy, and it like goes up and down because of your mood. I mean, that happens with me. But I get with the Spirit of Fire, it's like she's on the rise again. She's on that rise again. But the trick is to not let yourself fall in vibration. So you do that by not setting up expectations and timelines for masculine, right? You have to just let him be to do his thing. You have to just trust and try and get out of that vicious cycle of having your hopes dashed and come back up and dash and come back up. That's your lesson right now. That's your work. You've done a lot of healing on yourself, feminines. You've done a lot of beautiful work, but this is one of the last things to be. This is one of the last things to happen. It's time to get into that energy. And then the Eight of Wands. Put all this creativity into your life. Look at her on her motorcycle. Like quick movement forward in her own life, her own abundance. She's all alone on that motorcycle. And she's doing great. She's got her balance. It takes balance to do that. Shift your energy, put your energy into you. That's what I see in Divine Feminine's headspace. Like she's become aware of the vicious cycle. She's become aware of that devil energy that says when pigs fly, he'll ever come back. Every time her hopes get dashed, she like gets into that energy of never going to happen. And then she has to build it back up because you do have this magnetic connection with your Divine Masculine. So really headspace, finally understanding that cycle, finally understanding the karmic cycle, finally shifting away and stopping, letting yourself fall into that low vibrational energy when Divine Masculine doesn't move fast enough to suit you. being in that energy actually pushes him away and drags it out. Because you're vibrationally connected, right? If you think of masculine here and feminine here, in another reading I kind of showed that, but if you're here, feminine, and you're pushing at your divine masculine to come, what's happening? Vibrationally, there's this cord between you. You're pushing him away, further away, this way, this way, this way. You're pushing him backwards instead of forwards. When you release, that gives him the space to do what he needs to do to come forward. Okay? Let's look at Divine Feminine's heart space. This is a really interesting one. So in her heart space, there's this choice. There's just choice. And I really believe that this choice is, should I surrender? Should I stop trying to control? I've gotten the downloads. Look at all that mental clarity above her head. She knows. But will she stop being stubborn and actually surrender? Stop pushing it masculine? In her heart space, she's making this choice. You know, this passionate energy that the Knight of Wands is really, really passionate energy, and it's not well controlled. Divine Feminine's energy in the past hasn't been well controlled to her masculine because she just wants him back. She just wants him back. Look, if you don't want your Divine Masculine back, this isn't your reading. This is a collective where they both want each other, honestly. They're at the point now where they know they want each other. Her Knight of Wands energy, we often equate the Knight of Wands energy with the masculine because he does come in and out like that really passionately. Divine Feminine, her passion for the masculine has not been well controlled. It's that push and pull energy that she's been sending out, sending out, sending out. She's learning to make the choice to reel it back, to stop doing that. Spirit of the past, she's nostalgic for him. She's aching for him. This is her twin flame. Look at that card. Look at her. She's looking at pictures. She's thinking about him, remembering good times. And this has, paired with the Knight of Wands with that passionate energy, has caused that push and pull for so long. But she's making the choice here that these are just clarifiers of the Two of Swords of this choice. She's making the choice to stop. Really, really making the choice to stop. Not just that I'm going to stop for a couple weeks, I'm going to start again, I'm going to stop for a month, I'm going to start again. She's really making the choice to absolutely stop. There's a positive change here in feminine. Absolutely positive change. Not doing that anymore. Shifting her energy for good. Not just for a week, not just for 2 weeks, not just for a month, not for 2 months. For good. No longer pushing it, Divine Masculine. She's letting it go. That doesn't mean walking away from the connection. That doesn't mean losing the connection. It just means shifting her energy. Truly shifting her energy, and not temporarily. This time, she's not going to feed into that karmic cycle anymore. She understands it now. She's decided with this When Pigs Fly card, this this Page of Cups. She's decided she wants her Divine Masculine. She's now understanding that the way to allow him to do his thing and come forward is to shift his energy. So she's fully decided what she wants. She's manifesting. She's putting energy into her own life. Grabbing her creativity and passion and really, really letting that free and fly. Trusting spirit, trusting the connection, trusting the divine, trusting her masculine. Letting all of this karmic cycle go. Really, really, really nice energy, feminine. This is one of the last tests and lessons that you go through before you can actually come into union. Because honestly, we look at the masculine and, for months and months or however long it's been for you, you think they're going to come forward and become unstuck and end their karmic situations and, you know, learn their lessons and come forward. And you get so frustrated, feminine. Why is he stuck? Why is he stuck? Why is it so hard to talk to me? Why he hadn't come forward? A big part of that is your energy. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch to learn that you actually fed into the stuckness with your energy? You didn't mean to. Look, you're just nostalgic. You just miss him. You just have a lot of passion for him. That's not a bad thing. But it is a lesson for you to learn to control it and stop sending it out to him, that push-pull energy. Because while he needs all of his reserves of energy to finish up his dark night of the soul and end his karmic connections and stuff like that, and clear up his life so he can come forward, he needs all of his reserves of energy to do that. And when you're sending him energy that says, come back, come back, come back, you make him stop working on his things and deal with your energy, because you are connected and he can't not. Boom. That's a big one. Okay, let's look at Divine Feminine's possible actions in the next 30 days. Check this out. Laying down the burden of the push-pull energy. Absolutely. She put it on this beast, this yak. Yakety yak, don't talk back. Why am I getting that? She's not taking it back. And she's not taking no for an answer from herself. She's just like, we're doing this, self. And there is no taking it back. We're not going to have negative self-talk. Right? That's funny. She wants her Ace of Cups. And she's going to get it the right way now. She understands how to get it. She wants her new beginning in love. And now she gets how to get it. She's letting the burden go. Observe in silence. Check that out. Check that out. Observe in silence. No longer sending push-pull energy to the masculine. Nurture all you love. She's putting her energy into her life. The only energy she's sending masculine now is nurturing energy. You are so loved. Do your thing. That's the only energy she's sending him. You are so loved. Do your thing. I'm almost crying thinking about it. Yes. Yes. If you're asking yourself the question, is this true? Yes. This is true. Absolutely true. Wow. Beautiful reading. Okay. I'm going to get some charms. Let's see what the charms have to say. Let me just kind of clean this up. And on the top, you can do it. Divine Masculine, you can do this. Divine Feminine, you can do this. Remember, when you are manifesting your person back into your life, when you are manifesting abundance and beauty into your life, all you really need to do is think about how it would feel to have it, how beautiful it would feel to have what you want to have, whatever it is. And then tell yourself every single day, a couple times a day, out loud, everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Miracles happen every day. Everything is always working out for me. Okay? Nice. I love it. Okay, let's look at the charms. Oops, my amber fell off. Amber fell off. Let's look at the amber. I want to talk about it. I'm a real big believer in the healing power of crystals. In fact, in my upcoming readings, I'm probably going to start pulling crystal cards. In fact, I'm going to do it today. Why do it later, right? We want to learn, because crystals, if you don't understand yet, some of you totally do, but if you don't understand, stones and crystals vibrate at a specific frequency. Okay, they're all a little different. We vibrate at a specific frequency. Your different chakras vibrate at different frequencies. That's why different frequency music is really, really good for you. If you want to learn to clear your chakras, go onto YouTube and just search chakra clearing music. You're going to find some amazing stuff, and it really does help. But crystals and stones have these vibrations, right? This stone here, this green kyanite, has a specific vibration. And if I'm holding it, if I have it near me, I have it on my person, this vibration will help align my own vibrations within myself, within my chakras. And sometimes we just need that help. We need that vibration. That's why crystals and stones are so attractive to us. And there are different things that can honestly help us at different times. So that's why people are so obsessed with crystals and stones, is because they actually physically help you. So the amber, I want to talk about amber real quick. And I don't know if you guys know, but amber is basically really old tree sap that's petrified. So often encased in amber, they'll find like an insect or something like that. So, and they're perfectly preserved. The amber fell off the tray, and I'm really getting this message that the amber fell off the tray for me to just tell you that, look, a lot has happened since your separation from your person. There's been a lot of water under the bridge. You know, you've maybe had other relationships. They've maybe had other relationship. You've hurt each other. Things, I mean, you may be thinking to yourself, if we come back together, can the magic be back? That beautiful magic that was there in the beginning. Spirit wants to tell you that the magic has been preserved. Spirit has preserved the magic of your connection. So when you do come back together, yes, you can have it back. You just have to be willing to let go of the past. Heal, forgive, keep really healthy boundaries. Make sure no bullshit comes into your life from your person or from other people. Speak your truth. Be really transparent and authentic. And that beautiful relationship has been preserved for you by Spirit. You can have it back. Side message. That was just important for someone. Maybe for everyone. Okay, chimes. Spirit, tell me about this twin flame connection that is the wave watching this video, the collective watching this video. Tell me something that will be helpful for them. I'm leaving it open to you, Spirit, whatever messages you want to come out. And I am doing some all charms reading right now. If you guys haven't seen it, they're called Divine Charms. I did my first one last week. It's totally a channeled charms reading, and it was so much fun. Really neat things came out. So I'll have one of those. I'm going to try and have one every week. Go back and check out the last one. Okay, let me see what we've got here. I feel like there's one more. Okay. All right. Nice. Let me group them. In my other readings, I don't group them. I just take them how they come out. Nice. Okay, so what I'm getting from the charms here, we've got the merry-go-round, which is always about karmic cycles for me. It's like a vicious cycle. Good. I dropped it. Hold on. So this is always about like going round and round and round on something and not getting off, and it's not fun. So this karmic cycle, you're climbing out of that. It's done. Like really, you know, we were channeling that for this collective. But with the ladder here, I see climbing out of that cycle. And you're being divinely nudged. The helmet tells me like divine protection. Someone's really been in their head, and the divine is like saying no more of that. Really getting out of, climbing out of this cycle, and someone's been in their head like round and round. They've been keeping their cards really close to the vest, like divine masculine. I'm going to just say it, divine masculine. I'm going to use a card to get these out of here because I can never get them up. Divine masculine has played his cards really close to the vest for fear because he's been in his head about this karmic cycle that's been happening. But the divine is coming in saying no more. With the lion here, the lion is a divine masculine charm for me. That's signifying divine masculine. That came out with the flags, the finish line flags. So like he's really, this karmic cycle is coming to an end. He's no longer going to be holding his cards so close to the vest anymore. With the cookbook and the yarn here, he's ready to create. He's ready to co-create with the divine feminine. He's ready to, with the watering can coming out right next to the children, which is like my Six of Cups twin flame charm. He's ready to nurture this connection, this twin flame connection. And then the beach chairs, the beach to me is my happy place. So this charm is all about happiness. It's about clarity. It's about recharging a connection. So he's really ready to invest. He's getting ready to invest and nurture this connection. Really nice. Okay, so that was a great charms reading. Very clear, crisp. Let me put those out of the way, and we're going to get some channeled messages. I love those. Okay, I'm going to start with the shadow. I always start with the shadow. If you're new to my channel, shadow is something that's really, really important to understand. We all come to this earth with shadow. It's what we are here to work on, improve, to expand ourselves. And so you never want to fear your shadow. You really want to embrace it so you know what your work is. If you don't know what your work is, you can't do it. And then you stay stuck. So your person, watcher, your person, this is what they want you to know about shadow going on right now. What is going on with the shadow? I'm not gonna fan these. I'm just gonna let them fly out this time. What does your person want you to know about the shadow work going on right now? What does your person want you to know about the shadow work going on right now? You did not break me. We got this in the last one, I think. The last mirror message last week. Your person wants you to know, or watcher, you might be wanting to tell your person, one of the two. You take it as it resonates for you. When you left, you maybe thought you broke me, and it's been causing some real anxiety in their head. Whichever counterpart is saying this feeling that they hurt you so much that they actually broke you has haunted them. Absolutely haunted them. And the counterpart that was the injured party wants the other person to know that, no, you didn't break me. You broke me open. You broke open the wound that I needed to heal that was associated with whatever you did from my earlier life, from my childhood, or from a past life. So I could heal it. You triggered me. You didn't break me. And that's what you're supposed to do. I know I made a mistake. Someone here really knows that they made a mistake. They feel very guilty. I'm getting a lot of guilt vibes from that. They know they made a mistake, and the apology's coming. Okay, so as shadow goes, really good cards. Okay, let's look at the hidden truth oracle. What's hidden from the watcher? What does the watcher's counterpart want them to know that they may not be aware of? What's hidden from them? Or at least they think that they're not aware of. We're very intuitive humans. It's hard to kind of fool us. But what does the watcher's counterpart want them to know that they think is hidden from them? Okay. So many things remind me of you. Everywhere they go, people, places, things, your favorite food, whatever it is, they think of you all the time. I want to tell you how I feel. They have good news that they want to share with you. There are things happening in their life that all they want to do is tell you. And they're not able to do it yet. That's pretty frustrating. But they're going to. I know I messed everything up. They know they made a mistake. They know they messed everything up. This person has really gotten clarity on this situation. Maybe at first they didn't know. They do know. Okay, let's look at the hidden truth, or excuse me, the messages of love, Oracle, and see what we get. Watcher, what does your counterpart want to say to you? Watcher, what does your counterpart want to say to you? What does your counterpart want to say to you? What does your counterpart want to say to you, Watcher? Is there something in here? Is there something? Okay. Longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. If you think that they're not thinking about you, you're very wrong. You may be all that they really think about. I'm going to put it down here. Okay. Are there any other messages here for the Watcher from their counterpart? Anything that they want them to know? Maybe they can't come forward and say what's important, what's for their highest good. Is there anything? Yes. Oh, okay. Children are important, a part of this relationship. Like either you may have children, or your person may have children, or you may have talked about having children together or wanted to do that. This might be just some clarity on whether or not this reading is for you. Soulmate. Your soulmate loves and accepts you unconditionally. They do. Warning, do not dismiss the red flags here. And red flags, and I was thinking about this today. I heard a reading earlier today, and my mind drifted on this one, and I think that it was in preparation for this. Red flags aren't necessarily negatives. They're like getting your attention, the signs. Don't ignore the signs that you're seeing. Synchronicities and signs are really important in this connection. If you see something, hear something that makes you feel a certain way about your counterpart or your connection, take that. Don't dismiss it. Don't dismiss it. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting for one or both of you. Okay? If you have already done some healing on some childhood wounds, Watcher, it could be that you might need to revisit some of that and just do a little cleanup work on that. Even though you've done a lot of the healing, healing is a lifelong process and it doesn't always happen at once. You may feel like something is healed, but it really does need to be just kind of looked at again and maybe rerouted, okay? Past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. This is absolutely a past life connection. So this is someone that you've had more go-arounds with, not just one. Okay. Is there another message in this deck? Is there another message in this deck? For the Watcher from either Spirit or their counterpart. Something. Is there something? Rejection. The rejection that you felt is actually divine protection. You felt rejected when the separation happened, or maybe somewhere in the middle of the connection. And the rejection happened because it wasn't time yet. You guys both need to be in a specific place in your healing. You don't even have to be fully healed, because you know what? No one's ever fully healed. That doesn't happen. That's like saying you can be perfect. No one's ever perfect. But you guys need to be kind of in a certain place to have success and stability. And so if you felt rejected before, it was Spirit pulling you out of something. Saying, look, not yet. We want you to be successful, and that means not yet. That means you gotta wait. That was a good one. Okay, we're gonna grab some messages from my decks. Let me move things around a little bit here. Let's see what we get. I've got a lot of these cards. And they're good and bad. They're not all sunshine and roses. I say that, but since I wrote them myself, sometimes people think that could be true. But if you just were to flip them over, you get all kinds of stuff. I'm learning to hold myself accountable. These are not the ones that I'm pulling. I'm confused about this connection. There's stuff about addictions. Stuff that, there's one that says I'm not coming back. There's all kinds of cards in here. So if we get all positive cards, don't think that that's because, like, you know, that's all that's written there. It's not. And I like to kind of mix them up to make sure that we get a different sampling in each deck. Those want to go over there. That wants to go there. Okay. So let's see what we get. Is there a message in here for the watcher from their counterpart? Is there a message here for the watcher from their counterpart? Oh my gosh. I'm healing childhood wounds. Watcher, your counterpart is healing childhood wounds. Or, watcher, you are. Okay? Someone in this connection is healing childhood wounds. Could be that you're mirroring that energy and that you both are. I'm afraid of commitment. This person has commitment issues. And it doesn't necessarily that they have commitment issues with you. This is just in general. So this is something that they're working through right now. They've probably had some really nasty relationships in the past, and that has made them fear commitment. But when they come into the twin flame connection, when you guys come into union, you're going to teach them that that's not necessary. I am emotionally exhausted. Yeah, they've been dealing with some karmic situations and dark night of the soul situations that have left them really, really tired. Let's see. Let's check this deck out. Is there any message in here for the watcher from their counterpart? Any message here for the watcher from their counterpart? Okay, hold on. Something flipped. Ah, please wait for me. Waiting energy is not something we ever really want to get into. But holding space is okay. Do your life, watcher. Do your life. If your person isn't ready yet, if you want to date, date. If you want to let love into your life, let love into your life. If you want to go have adventures, have adventures. Don't wait. But holding space for your person, so when they do come forward, you're in a good place to talk to them, is really a good thing to do. Okay. Okay. There were some other ones that, man, there's a bunch that flipped. I'm not going to take them all. It's too many. You are my last thought every night. This person really, they really want you to know that they think about you a lot. A lot. Wow. Okay. Let's check out this deck. Is there any message in this deck for the watcher from their counterpart? Any message in this deck for the watcher from their counterpart? Hold on. There's one that flipped up. These cards are so little. Eventually, I'm actually right in the middle of making my own oracle decks. So eventually these will be oracle decks. But right now, I got lost in your eyes. Your person loves your eyes. This is just a happy little side note they wanted you to know. They still love them. They loved them before. They love them now. Nice. Okay. Great. This has been your mirror message reading. Thank you so much for being with me here today. I am going to pull some little individual messages here in just a moment. So if you want to hold on and listen out, they are one-on-one or small group messages for people who have been watching this video. We're asking Spirit about a situation going on in your life and some advice on that situation. Let me just move these out of the way and we'll get that. They're either for one person out there watching or a very small group of people in a very similar situation. Okay. use for that one, I am feeling, we're going to use the Housewives Tarot. This is a newer deck for me. I really like it. Yeah, okay. So, Spirit, we're asking, wow, what flipped over? Queen of Cups. This is not my favorite Queen of Cups. This is kind of a nasty person. Selfish. Side note for whoever this is coming up for. Spirit, we're asking a situation in one of the watcher or a small group of the watchers' lives right now that you have some insight on that you want to help them with. Three of Cups. Third party situation. Maybe involving a baby. Like someone might have gotten someone pregnant on this one. I think there's children involved. We saw children involved earlier, so that really resonates with someone out there. Someone might have gotten someone else pregnant or left someone pregnant, one of those two things. But there's a third-party situation that involves a child here. Could even be a karmic child. You know, that isn't the most common thing, but it does happen. Especially if you have adult children. Let's see what else we get here. What flipped? Queen of Wands. Okay. One more, please, Spirit, for the situation for a watcher. For a small group of watchers. My window is open and I am absolutely freezing right now. There's something cold, like my feet are so cold. And I don't ever open my window. I just decided to do this for this reading. And I mean, I usually leave it a crack open for the Palo Santo because you want to have a space for the negative energy to get out always. But man, I never opened it this far, and I did because something cold in this issue. We'll see what it is in a minute. Six of Swords. Walking away from something. She's not sailing away in this one. This is an interesting Six of Swords. It's usually a boat, and the person's in the boat sailing away. This person's like walking away on top of all those swords, those knives. It's like, and look at her. Look at the Queen of Wands here. She's sick and tired of something. Look at that. She's like, what the hell, man? There's a Queen of Wands walking away from a third-party situation. Absolutely walking away from a third-party situation. Like, what the hell? I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. Take your broom back. That's funny. Okay. Clarifying the Three of Cups. Justice. Justice in this situation. And look at, she's got a kid over her lap. It's almost like she's like, oh, and she's got a wooden spoon in her hand. She's going to spank him. Oh, okay. There could have been an abusive parent. And okay, it's not funny anymore. It was funny for a minute. It's not funny anymore. The Queen of Wands is not necessarily a gender, right? It's a person. So there could have been a third-party situation where there was a child involved and there was an abusive parent involved. And they weren't even sorry about it. It's just like, and it could have physically abusive, it could have been verbally abusive to a child. But someone here, let me get more clarifier. Someone here is not having it. They found out about it and they're not having it. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. For whoever this is true for, I'm really sorry. No child ever deserves that kind of treatment. Oh, that breaks my heart. It's not funny anymore. Eight of Cups, walking away. Look at that. Walking away, walking away. Two cards of walking away. There is someone in this connection, divine masculine or divine feminine, walking away due to some kind of child abuse. Oh, this sucks. Okay, clarify the Six of Swords. Ooh, I don't like this reading. But I mean, it's good to know what's going on. Two of Cups. Six of Swords is clarified by the Two of Cups. Choice and love. It's like I can't give this person my love if they're going to act like this. If they're going to do things like this. Man. Whoa, this just flipped up. Five of Pentacles. Feeling this person, this abuser is feeling left out in the cold. I'm just going to leave that out there. I want to clarify with the island time. Let's just see what else we get here. This is very clear situation though. Oh, I'm really sorry. Oh, it just breaks my heart. Clarify the Three of Cups with the Justice here. Clarify this Three of Cups, this third party situation. It's like, oh, maybe it's a step parent, or maybe it's a natural parent that in this third party, because I see a baby here, like someone had a baby, and then the karmic is abusive. Ooh, God. Yuck. Okay, the snake. Fuck. It's the karmic, and the situation is enemy, clever, malicious. Look over your shoulder. The other woman. I think it's divine masculine, got into a karmic connection, had a baby, or there's a stepchild involved in one way. Could even be the karmic's own children. I don't know which it is, but they're abusive. The karmic is abusive to the children. She's a snake. This is not a good human. Ew. Okay, clarify the Queen of Wands, this passionate, like what the hell energy, this walking away energy. We already know what's happening, but let's just see what we get. Addiction. This karmic may have some kind of addiction and not enough. The karmic is doing this because they have that not enough wound. And in their childhood, they were probably abused. And that's where we get that wound, frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. The karmic is taking out her issues on some kind of a child. And she does have addiction issues. She might be just really codependent. She might be really obsessed, controlling. It's just some kind of block. There's some kind of restraint there. She could be alcohol, could be drugs. I don't know what it is. But it's causing, this addiction is feeding into this not enough feeling. And, oh, okay. Let's get this over with. Six of Swords with the Two of Cups. Walking away from, sailing away from that energy you thought was going to be a love match. Making that choice. Clarify that. What can you tell me further about this walking away, sailing away, calmer waters? If you can, probably taking the kids with you. Maybe even this out in the cold. She's crying. She lost all her money. They're not getting financial support anymore. Maybe she's even going to jail. I don't know. I get a jail vibe, like maybe being brought up on charges or something. Crap. Okay, clarify the Six of Swords. Wow, that's too many, but one came out face up. The I like you card. It's not I love you. It's I like you. I feel like the karmic in this situation, there wasn't even love there. It was just like. Maybe this person only got involved with your masculine because whoever this resonates from, it's going to be a divine feminine. But regardless of sex, it's going to be a divine feminine. Your masculine might have gotten involved with this karmic, and this karmic had some kind of mask on. They were a snake. And there wasn't even love there. It was just like. It was like they roped them in somehow. I don't like that. I'm going to get one more clarifier on that I like you. What is the I like you here? Tell me about that. The I like you. Well, soulmates. I think that this person like convinced your person that they were the soulmate. And they're not. They are a snake. This person had your person, there wasn't even love there. This person had your person convinced that they were their soulmates, even maybe twin flames. They lied about that connection, convinced them about that connection, but this is who they really are. This goes over here. Well, that's the end of that reading now. So for this situation, understand this is what's going on. This might just be confirmation of the reading for you. Watcher, if this is happening in your life, if you're the one walking away from a karmic that was abusive, it could have even been abusive to your inner child. Like another scenario is that, look, if you're someone that had some serious childhood woundings, this karmic may have triggered you in some way. And you're like, what the fuck? I'm walking away from that. You're a snake. One of those things happening. One of it is actual child abuse. One is like inner child wounding that just got like, they just stepped on that nerve over and over again. You're just like, enough. This person is now crocodile tears. So look, she's not even really crying. She's pretending she's crying. Okay, that is for someone out there. I'm going to pull one more. Let's see what else comes out. Okay, so Spirit, we're asking for a situation for a watcher or a very small group of watchers. Something that they need advice on. Something that a watcher or a very small group of watchers happening in their life right now, either for them or their counterpart, that you can tell us that they could use some advice on, some direction. Okay. Tell me the story. What's going on? Four of Wands. Ah, can't come off. Two more, Spirit. Tell me the story about what's going on for this person or this small group of people that have a similar situation. What's going on? Tell me the story, Spirit. Eight of Wands. Lots of Wands energy. One more. What's going on here? Someone wants their Four of Wands. Someone wants their celebration. Okay, the Hanged. Okay, we get four. I only wanted three, but okay. The Hanged Man and Judgment. Justice. Why did I say Judgment? And it does look like that at first glance, but there's something about a decision being made. Even though that didn't come out, there's a decision. So we had this card in the last one. Justice. Hanged Man. Okay, let's get clarifiers. I want to clarify from here. Some of these are upside down, so just ignore that. I'm going to take the time to fix it right now. We'll just take whatever flies out. Four of Wands. Why is the Four of Wands here? Girl talk. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Someone wants to talk about a celebration, something celebratory that they want to happen. Someone wants to talk, and they're not doing it yet. The Grim Reaper on the Eight of Wands. Why is the Hanged Man here? Why is the Hanged Man here? Sunglasses, watching, stalking. Okay. Someone's in their Hanged Man energy doing nothing but stalking someone. Like they want to talk, but they're not. Okay, Justice. Why is Justice here? Why is Justice here? The Chaser. Okay. One more clarifier. Take her from here. Clarify the Four of Wands. Clarify the Four of Wands. Girl talk. I wish they had done this girl talk card a little differently, because it's really just about conversations and happy conversations. I like you. Okay. Eight of Wands, the Grim Reaper. Why is Eight of Wands here? Karmic relationship. Yeah, knew that was happening. Why is the Hanged Man here? With the sunglasses clarifying. Why is the Hanged Man here? A Sword in the Rose and seduction. Okay. Why is Justice here for the Chaser? What's this Justice for the Chaser? What's this Justice for the Chaser? I get that the Divine is stepping in and smacking your person on the ass. Okay, for someone here. Definitely getting more than a nudge. Someone had a tower moment. Okay. About you, watcher. Or this happened to you and it's about your counterpart. One of those two things. For the runner and the chaser, check that out. I've never had that happen before. I have those two come up on top of each other. Okay. So, in this scenario, whoever this is resonating for, there's a person here that really, really wants their twin flame connection. They want to come forward and talk to you and let they know that they like you. I think they want to start small. They don't want to start big, like with the huge apology crying, marry me. They want to just come in and say, look, you know, have a chat. Just chat with you. I think they'd miss you so much. Then the Eight of Wands here, like they want to come in and talk, but they've got to put energy. They've got first to put this energy, this fast movement forward into ending a karmic relationship first before they can come talk to you. So they have a block right now. The block is this. Got to put a death to the karmic relationship. Got to put energy into that. Real work into it. It's like you can't just think about it in your head forever, right? Do it. Get off your butt. Time to get off your butt. This could be, you know, the watcher actions that you need to take. It could be that actions that your person needs to take. Like they're in the Hanged Man right now. They're not doing it. They're not in the actual energy of action movement towards ending this karmic relationship. Part of the problem is seduction. The karmic is using sex to try and keep them in place. But they're getting clarity about it. They're getting truth about this. They're getting their downloads. They might have even had a tower recently where they learned a truth about the karmic situation. And the seduction isn't working anymore. Look, they're just watching you. They're just watching you right now in this Hangman energy. Trying to, I think, cut out the seduction stuff. Like, no more nonsense. Look, there's justice for the twin flames. Like, we've had this runner-chaser dynamic. And this is just saying twin flames to me. Justice is coming. They just have to get off their ass. That's really super clear for me. They've got to end the karmic relationship before any talking can happen. They've got to stop falling prey to the seduction from the karmic. They're really using sex to like try and keep your person somehow. Can be in even a really unhealthy way. Something I got to show you. Okay, so in this seduction card, you see the guy in the chair. And you see the girl leaning back. It looks like he's pulling her hair. So, like, there's probably some kink involved here, too. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's probably part of the equation. Okay. So, this is the official end of the reading. Thank you so much for everyone who stuck by. Thank you so much for letting me be part of your journey and your day. Thank you for being part of the tribe. If you haven't subscribed, I would absolutely love to have you a subscriber. We're building a community here. It's going to be big someday. It's brand new right now. It's only 4 months old. My first video came out 4 months ago. So it takes time to build a channel like this, especially when there's a lot of readers out there. But I've got some really beautiful regular people, and I do respond to all the comments. I am trying to get to know you and interact with you. And I just feel like if you're here, we're soul family. So thank you so much. And the thumbs up is a really, really important thing to get this video out to more people. I really appreciate every single one of those. If you love the content, if the readings resonated with you, I would really appreciate that energy exchange. Hi guys, you know, I just realized I was going to pull a crystal card for you and I didn't do it, so I decided to go ahead and pull that and put it into the reading. So I just didn't want to forget. I do get sidetracked sometimes. I get very involved in my readings. So let's pull a crystal card for you. What crystal or stone would be really good for you? What vibration would be really helpful for you right now to wear on yourself, carry with yourself, have by your bed, whatever way you decide to do that? What crystal or stone would be really good for my watchers right now? Crystal or stone would be really good for my watchers right now. No. Something really helpful. And then we'll talk about the crystal or stone a little bit too. I'm a jewelry designer by trade, so crystals and stones are a big deal to me. In fact, before I had my awakening, and I knew that I was on this twin flame journey, or that I was going to have the abilities that I have, I've always been a jewelry designer, and I'm the kind of person that likes to help people. And I spent several years in AmeriCorps doing volunteer work. It's really important to me, but I never understood how jewelry was ever going to tie into helping people, you know, when that's such a part of my life. And then as soon as I had my awakening, I knew it was that crystal and stone healing was going to be part of my life. And it was just so exciting to learn what that was about. There are a couple that flipped here, so we're going to go through them. The first one is apatite. I absolutely love apatite. I have some here. Hold on one second. I have a little one. So this is what apatite looks like when it's polished. Raw, it just... hold on. I have some here too. So there's raw apatite and there's some polished apatite. So apatite is saying get out of your comfort zone. You might need to start stepping out of your comfort zone. And I actually have a crystal book here that I rely on heavily. It's called The Crystal Witch. And I'm just going to look up the dictionary definition of apatite, the properties, because I feel like there's something there that you need to know. I know basically what they are, but I want to actually read the book definition. It would so help if I had my glasses. Hold on one second. I can't see anymore. Right before I turned 50, my eyes went, and my focal range changed from about a foot to like a foot and a half or so, or more. So I need reading glasses now. Okay, apatite. Where is it? It would be after N and O, Patty. Okay. Page 60 is where I want to see. This is a great book. By the way, if you're into crystals or stones, this is one of the best books I've ever found. It's little, it's compact, but there's tons of information. So apatite in general is used to control weight loss. So if you're having, maybe I'll carry this around, if you're having weight issues and you want to get fit and get some of that off, apatite would be something great to have on or around you. The blue apatite, which is what we're looking here, it's actually blue-green apatite, enhances insight and your psychic abilities. So if you're looking to improve your gifts, enhance your gifts, this would be a great stone for you. It also removes blockages and obstacles from your life. The green version of this is like a blue-green, is also used in spells and to help heal long-term illnesses. So get out of your comfort zone. Okay, it's time to do that. It's time to step out. And this is also talking about your spiritual abilities. So I think that it's time for you to start accepting and working with your spiritual abilities with this apatite card. Let's look at carnelian. I also love carnelian. It's a reddish orange stone. It's red, so you know I love all things red, so that's really helpful. Here is a really beautiful example of carnelian, this palm stone. It is the most recent stone that I bought. I was in my favorite metaphysical bookstore and it just called out to me. I go in there sometimes because I just know there's something I need. Carnelian is just beautiful. It's very multi-shade. And let's read. It says, feed your creativity with this one. I only intended to draw one, but 3 came out, so we're going to take them all. So let's look up carnelian. I know this is going a little long, but I feel like it's really worth it for you guys to hear this. Crystals and stones will really raise your vibration. They'll really help you heal your vibration and heal your chakras. Carnelian is actually a chakra stone too. This one is often associated with your sacral chakra. So if you have some sacral chakra work to do, this is an excellent stone. If if you're feeling blocked sexually, if there are things sexual traumas that you're trying to get over, if you have, you know, childhood abuse or rape or people that have stymied your sexual outlook, you know, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your partners. Carnelian is a really good stone to have. Okay, let's see here. Repression is so unhealthy, and this will help you with your repression if that's an issue for you. A lot of people came up in church. You know, I was raised in church, but certain churches really indoctrinate you against sex, and it really causes some deep-rooted repression in people. So if that's an issue for you, grab some carnelian. Okay, so 46 is the page we want to go to just get the basic properties. I don't have all these memorized. It would take me so long. By the time I'm, you know, 70, I'm hoping I'll have them all memorized. Carnelian is a semi-precious stone belonging to the Chalcedony family. It possesses magical properties that cleanse and restore other crystals. So this is good for cleaning your other crystals too. Selenite is really good for that. I use selenite for that, but the carnelian is good for it as well. See, I didn't even know that. It also works very well for anyone who's been in an abusive situation, providing them with the inner strength to fight back and follow the correct path. So again, I have never read that part of the book either. If you are healing from an abusive situation, from sexual abuse, from rape, from physical abuse of any kind, anything that has caused you pain and repression, get some carnelian, okay? So that's what that one is saying. And then we've got hematite. For the last one, this one's saying to try and ground yourself. Work on your grounding rituals. Let me grab a piece of hematite here. I do have a lot of crystals hanging around. So hematite is real shiny and gray. It almost looks, when it's in round form, like you see round hematite beads, they almost don't look real. Hematite is pretty expensive. There's a knockoff on the market called Hemalike. We actually sell that where I work. And it looks just like hematite, but there are no imperfections. You can see that there are imperfections in this. But it's very, very shiny, and it almost looks metallic. And people use this in bracelets a lot, like grounding and healing bracelets. You'll see that. If you ever see it that's magnetic and they're saying it's hematite, it's not. That's man-made. But anyway, let's look at the properties of hematite for you, because I want you to know that. There's someone watching that needs to know each one of these things. These don't come out randomly. Okay, hematite. I didn't want to pull these ahead of time because I wanted you to see that they came out organically. I could have had it all prepared, but it's better if you see that it just comes out. Okay, so 71. So you can just ignore my bumbling around the books trying to find things. Hematite has many uses. It's good for legal situations. So if you're going through a court case, child custody, a divorce, whatever, really good to help you with that, help ground you in that. It helps, okay, I'm not even going to say this. It says faint-hearted women become stronger, but we're not going to go there. It helps women become stronger. So women out there, female-bodied humans, if you need strength, if you're working on your strength, hematite is something to have around you. I'm not even going to go to that faint-hearted word again. That annoys me. It heightens your memory and concentration. And it helps with your sleep, too. So a little hematite with your amethyst would not be a bad thing. And also you can use it for house blessings. If you're moving into a new house, this is a good thing to have around you. Okay? But the main thing I'm getting for this one is improving your strength and your willpower. And I really believe that would work for either sex, but it's specifically saying women in this one. Okay? All right, that has been your crystal reading. I'll try and include one of these each week with this reading, and we'll go from there. I really strongly suggest, if one of these really resonated with you, or more than one, pick up a piece. It doesn't have to be a big piece. You can get something small like this, and it's fairly inexpensive. Okay, go to your local metaphysical bookstore and just pick it up for real inexpensive. And there's tons of crystal shops online if you want to buy online too. Thank you, loves. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you love the content, I would love the thumbs up on the video. That way I can keep coming back and bringing you this free content. I really enjoy it. And I really hope I'm helping you in some way, even in some small way. That would totally make my day. See you next time. Love you guys.